Hi Aquarius, this is your general May reading. Sorry it's a little bit late. Just a little bit of housekeeping first of all. If this resonates with you, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment if you wish. If you'd like to press the bell, then that will notify you when I post my random reads. If this doesn't resonate with you, please do check your sun, moon and rising sign. Okay, right, let's get on with it. Okay. I hope everyone's doing well at the moment. It's turned a little bit chilly here, even though you probably don't want to know that, but never mind. Right, these have already been pre-shuffled, so just one more energy, putting it into it. Right, Aquarius. Right, let's see what we've got for you. Okay, right, your overall energy is the Death card. Now, a lot of people are scared of the Death card. I actually really like it. It's one of my favourite. It's a card of transformation. Whatever isn't needed for you is sent away, basically. And whatever is needed is brought in. So the Death card, I actually think, is a fabulous card. Right, let's have a look. What else have we got? Right, we have got the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Right, okay, so first of all, as I say, we've got the Death card, and we're going to clarify that. So please clarify the Death card for me. Right, the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Knight of Wands, clarifying the Death card, it's a transformation. So I do believe that, yeah, with the Nine of Wands coming in, it's a closure of something. Okay, the passion is starting to return on something. Okay, and what that something is, we're going to find out, but it brings joy and happiness. Okay, so don't be worried about the Death card. So we've got the Knight of Wands is bringing in passion, which ultimately brings in a wish fulfillment. Okay, right, so the next card we've got is the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles is someone who is quite immature, a little bit flashy. Okay, and I do think that this may, I'm getting the feeling that this is to do with work. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles, let's clarify the Page of Pentacles. The Sun. Okay, I do feel like whatever you have been employed with, or how it might be a hobby, or how you make a little bit of extra cash, okay, you had that specific way is dying out. So you might be looking to do a new hobby, to branch out into a different way, maybe an employment. If you're not changing actually where you work, you might be going to a different department. Whatever it is, it brings in new passion into your life. Okay. And you are a lot happier. You're a lot happier there. Now you've got the Sun card over the Page of Pentacles. Now I can see what you've actually walked away from, or what you're moving away from, is it's become a little bit too toxic. It's become a little bit not what you thought. Okay, and Spirit is actually telling you that you are on the right track to move away from that. Okay, so the next one is the Nine of Wands. Now the Nine of Wands tells me what you was in previous and how you feel like you're stepping away from was extremely heavy. There was a lot of burden there. Okay, but you kept getting up. You kept getting up and doing the same thing over and over again, and it just wasn't working. It wasn't working, but now you can actually see what, or maybe you can't see what was working. You just have that feeling of not necessarily knowing what was wrong. It's not the feeling of knowing or seeing that something is wrong. It was just the feeling that things aren't quite right. You wasn't enjoying what you was doing. Okay. It might have something to do with new people joining that took either your hobby or your employment or something you do to bide some time or earn some money. You didn't realize that these new people that were coming in, the page of Pentacles, they were too flashy. They took the ethos out of what it stood for in the beginning, if that makes sense. I really hope it does. So now the Four of Cups is you were looking back at the past of what things were, okay, and you didn't necessarily see that passion ever coming back. But I think you've been pushed into, with the Death card, you've been pushed into finding something new, taking a different step, maybe a side step in employment or finding a different hobby or something like that, because these new people that came in that were a bit flashy, you felt like you'd put everything, your heart and soul, into what you was doing, only to feel like you've been stabbed in the back. Okay. I just have to say, the new place that you're going to, or the new area or new hobby, or maybe in the same building, but maybe to the accounts department or to the sales department, wherever, you will find peace. Okay, this is your wish fulfillment coming in. Okay, and Spirit needed you to see that there was better things out there for you, and you finally made that jump. So the Ten of Swords, please clarify the Ten of Swords for me, Spirit. Yeah. It's also clarified by the Ten of Wands. Whatever situation you was in the beginning, it started off absolutely lovely, wonderful, but it grew toxic over the time, with new people coming in, old people suddenly leaving the group that you was with. The energy shifted, the energy changed, and with the Ten of Wands clarifying the Ten of Swords, it must have felt extremely horrible. But we don't need to worry about that, Aquarius, because the Death card was your first card out. All of this is changing. All of this is changing. And because the Death card was the start, I feel it's already got the wheels in motion. And the last card was the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is you put in energy and effort into something that you watch grow and take into fruition. And finally, you can actually be the one that isn't, if this is to do with money, you're going to start to have more abundance. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, because I can actually see you as this person rather than the person holding their hands out asking for money. You're now growing your own fortune. It's coming to fruition. Okay, and this is superb, because now finally you're going to be the one that's in control of everything that is your wish fulfillment coming in, rather than other people taking your pleasure away. Okay, so I really hope that this makes sense to some Aquarians. I really hope that you have a lovely May. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again soon, my lovelies.